Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the Waris today, they were reading Shaykh Efendi Sobat saying that people in the West are very depressed, although they have everything.
Yes.
And Shaykh Efendi is saying that people in the East, they should be depressed, but they're happy,
Yes.
even though they don't have anything. What is what does excess do to people that instead of becoming happy, they become depressed? And how to defend against that?
How does too much dunya makes a heart to become dead? This is your question. As Mawlana is saying, only the empty drum can make a noise. A drum, it has to be empty. You know, you're a drummer. Imagine they're putting things inside. You hit and nothing comes out. When the belly is empty, he's saying, meaning when you're fasting, when you are not taking things and putting it inside, when you are, I don't want to use the word deprive, but you are making yourself to become more empty. When you become more empty, then that time, as Bayazir Bistami is saying, I'm only an echo. Yes, he's saying, all these years people are saying, I'm saying something, I'm not saying anything, I'm only an echo. How you make an echo? You have to be empty. So why you get depressed? Because you're not looking for Allah. Because you're not emptying your heart from things and concerns. Because this dunya is a liar. Everything that you look for, it is not going to satisfy you. It will not satisfy you. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 1 day, 2 days. It will not satisfy you because everyone has been created with that heart, and that heart will only find satisfaction in the remembrance of Allah. Remembrance of Allah is not just pulling a tasbih. It comes with so many other conditions also, remembering Allah. Don't think it's only saying Allah, 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 Allah. No. There are people who are doing that and they get more depressed. It comes with conditions, remembering Allah. Remembering Allah means remember the Prophet. Remembering the Prophet means keeping his laws and his ways. Remembering the Prophet means you have to remember your Shaykh, the awliya Allah. And you have to be with them. You have to serve and you have to obey them. It comes with conditions. Why you get depressed when you have so many things? When you let it to enter, where? Into your heart. When your heart gets filled up with that. It is about the heart, you see. You let it to enter with too much nonsense, it's not empty, you cannot. You'll be depressed because it's not satisfying you. But you're emptying it and you're looking for the pleasure of Allah, that to satisfy you, the pleasure of Allah, not your own pleasure of your dunya or your ego and everything. Pleasure, you understand? Not to sink into it. To take when it's there, is not there, you don't get obsessed with it. And when you have, you share. Good things you share. Bad things, you keep yourself. You try to work it out. As Hazrat Ali Karamallah Wajah, he says 3 things you should keep. Silent, secret. Yeah. I mentioned 2 things. He's saying your charity, keep it secret, and your problems, your sicknesses, keep it secret. Keep it secret means that you sort it out. It's between you and Allah. You're asking. But you don't tell people. People love to complain. That now becomes something that fills your heart. Whatever that is in your heart, it will come out. Because the tongue is behind the heart. So watch yourself. What am I talking so much? Today I spent 10,000 words. What am I talking about? I'm thinking so much today. I was so busy. What was I busy about? What was I running around? Okay, I'm busy working in the hospital. Yes, but why? Is it because I love it? I'm obsessed with it? I want it to give me more honor and things? No, because I'm doing that. It's a halal way, and I'm doing it ultimately to help Islam. And this is the proof, to help people. And then you check yourself. Even when you're so busy doing that, in the marketplace, dunya, meaning, There are some, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, they always remember Allah. Yes, even in a marketplace. And in a marketplace, in the dunya, if you remember Allah, you don't let the dunya to enter into your heart, it's even more blessed, it's more taste. Those are the ones who remember Allah standing and sitting and lying down. So what fills up your heart? You fill up your heart other than Allah, you will be in depression. Definitely. No, I don't look for the pleasures of this dunya. People, 21st century, they're more cursed. Because yes, they don't really look for the pleasure of the dunya so much. You know what they're busy with? Just their own sense of self-importance. My problems are so important. My concerns are so important. My feeling that I'm not good enough is so important. I am so important. I am obsessed about me and my problems. But when you look and you compare yourself to others, you don't have any problem. You don't. You manufacture everything. See what is in your heart. See what is on your tongue. See what you're busy with. Then you will know. Then ask yourself, I'm doing all this. What did you do for the sake of Allah? Is this for the sake of Allah? Those of them, as Shaykh Efendi says, you're already running in the way. It's Allah's pleasure is in your heart and you are watching every step that you're doing. Then that time, everything you do, it becomes a worship. You're worshipping His worship. You're spending time with your family in the way of Allah and His Prophet, and you knowing He's watching, keeping it good. That's worship. You're spending time with your friends. That's worship. You're jumping up and down. That's worship. Because you're always looking. My Allah, my Prophet, my Shaykh is there. If we look at the lives of the prophets and the saints, they have the worst life. Worst life. If a drop of that, what they had to go through, touches any one of us, we're going to kill ourselves 1,000 times. Yet they were not depressed. They were longing for their Lord. Yes, that's not depression. They were running to help others in that pain. They were not taking anyone's rights. They were not hurting anyone in that pain. They were not calling anyone to look at them, to give them benefit. Now look, today's people. Whose benefit? Them, me. This is my problem. Me. I'm this, I'm feeling this. Not once. They're saying what Allah feels, what Allah is saying when He looks at you, because you have no connection. Muslims, praying, but there is no spirituality, there is no connection, because they're taught from young to old in this society especially, your happiness is the most important thing. Everything that we're doing in this country is in the pursuit of happiness. Your happiness, meaning your ego. If you're concentrating on the happiness of Allah and His Prophet, then you know in your own troubles, in your own unhappiness, if Allah is happy with you because you're going through some struggle, then it has meaning. Then there is taste. You know Allah is happy with you, you're happy. You're suffering, but you're happy. And we're taught here, no. Most important thing is you. Most important thing is you have to be happy. It has to be more than happy. It has to be fun. Everything has to be fun. And what the Holy Prophet ﷺ is saying, don't laugh too much because it kills your heart. It deadens the heart. And I'm watching everyone 24 hours just watching the stupid TikTok videos to make them laugh. Then everything becomes funny to you. Then if Allah speaks to you, the Prophet speaks to you, your saint speaks to you, your Shaykh speaks, you turn it into a joke too. Smart mouth. Because that's what you're doing. Everything is funny. Because your heart has already become dead now. It kills your heart. Wake up. Stop that. Yes or no? Then they cannot balance. They have to turn everything into a joke. Everything is funny. We said, look, you just killed someone. Yeah, it's funny. This is Dajjalic, you understand? This is shaitanic. This is shaitanic. Shaitan will destroy everything and laugh. He was laughing on his way down to the earth when Allah threw him out. He was laughing. Yeah, laugh. Go ahead, laugh. Go ahead, watch more videos. Any free time, not to think about Ya Allah, but open. This is not funny. Look, this is funny. Yahoo. Once in a while we understand, but we're watching. It becomes an obsession. Any free time you have to check. It becomes an obsession. In the Dergah, it is forbidden now. No need to text anyone. World is not going to crumble because you're not texting someone back for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 1 hour, nothing. It's too much. And then what are you teaching to the younger ones? Then everything is funny. You hurt something, it's funny. You kill something, it's funny. You destroy something, it's funny. You break someone's heart, it's funny. Everything is funny. Yeah, that's why depression comes to you. May more depression come to those people. Because you don't feel for others. You forget about feeling for Allah and His Prophet. You cannot. You only feel for yourself. Yeah, definitely. There's no satisfaction. What do they want? Quick fix. Please, just make a dua for me. Please, just perform a miracle. That's it. Then I'll be okay. You can't? Then you're not a Shaykh. What do you think? Magician? This is what people want. It is majority, especially those young ones. There are people, definitely, they have a medical condition. Put those aside. There are some with a real psychological condition. Put that aside. Then they are going for treatment and everything. Put that aside. I'm talking to most who don't even know what they're doing, why they're doing. They have no connection. And they're always very stubborn and very arrogant. Very, very stubborn. So yeah, more depression coming. And then the end, they say what? I can only be cured by chemicals. Leave those ones who have a real condition. Sometimes it's from generation to generation. We know. Leave those ones. They are good. Just cannot help themselves. And I'm watching these ones, they're not self-centered. When they get depressed or something, it's not calling out for everyone to look at them and everyone to baby them. If anything, they pull themselves out, they want to disappear. So when are we going to grow up? Oh, you don't grow up. You don't change. You will suffer. Everything has to change. You don't change here, you will change in the grave. They will make sure they change you in the grave. If that's not enough, they will change you in the fire. Everyone else has to change. Everyone has to change. You help others, putting others first. You say, I'm not that important. Right now, this one is more important than me. Your problems, my problems are not important. This one's problem is more important than me. Allah will reduce your problem because you are already doing it. Because you are helping yourself, Allah will help you. You see something, no, my problems are bigger. This one, my problems are bigger. This one, my problems are bigger. You have no problems, but the problems will swallow you. Then Shaykh Efendi says, your two buttons, your two collars are not going to meet. You'll never be satisfied. Because you're selfish. Take lesson. Your system is making people to stop taking lesson because it's all about consuming, consumerist society. Your eyes consume, your ears consume. Everything, your senses all consuming. What are we consuming? The best? No, the worst also. At least if you're consuming good things, it's something else worse. Nonsense, junk we're consuming. So you're full. With what? Junk. You're full with Allah? No. You're not full with the sohbats. You're full with your own sohbats in your own head, 24 hours talking to yourself. We say don't. Empty yourself. Everyone is free to do as they like. Everyone is free to do as they like. You see, even Allah is not interfering so much. He has laws, but He's not interfering so much, especially in these last days. Everyone is free to do as they like, but they are not free from the consequences of what they've done. Allah forgive me. Allah make it easier for everyone, inshallah, to wake up. Sohbats must make us to wake up. These words, first, it is for me. Then to anyone else who wants to listen. You don't want to listen? Leave it. I will take it. I will put it on myself. But don't deaden your heart, please. I'm seeing then nothing enters. Nothing enters unless it's a smack. Yeah, nothing enters. It shouldn't be a smack. It should be a look. It should be a feeling already is entering. One word you already know. Today's generation, no. They need a smack. And then it enters. What are you, a donkey? That's why it's so busy. Then in the work of Allah, you're so busy, you don't know what to do. But in the work of your ego, you know exactly what to do, when to do. You have special antennas. Oh, this one is good, this one is funny, this one is... You know everything. It's very sophisticated. But no, it's something simple in the way of Allah. You make stupid mistakes because your heart is not there. Why is your heart not there? Because it's busy with this. Cut yourself off from that. Seriously. This is what fasting means also. You recondition everything. You rewire everything, yes? Your whole system gets rewired when you fast, no? Especially when you fast for a long time. 1 day different, 3 days different, 30 days is different, 40 days we're supposed to fast, no? It's different. The prophets, they were fasting for 40 days. Then everything physically gets rewired. And we know we're supposed to fast, not only with the food and the drink, but from all the nonsense that affects us. And it's not only fasting during the month of Ramadan, there's sunnah fasting too. You know you're sick, why aren't you fasting? You say, this is too much. Now I have to stop doing this. There's too much I'm consuming. I have to fast from this too. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. I'm doing this too much. I'm always laying on my ass, 24 hours. I have so many excuses I'm making. Then sit up. Say, I'm not going to do that for 3 days. I'm going to catch myself. Now you are putting some control. Now you're watching. Now you're putting some reins on it. You're not just letting everything to be as you like, which is not as you like, it says your ego likes, and the ego drags you to where shaitan is, which is hell. Young one same, old one same. Then when are we going to wake up? Then look, especially those who are around me, I don't give you any excuse. Don't think you have any privilege. You don't have privilege. You have more discipline. Let other people to see, they can do this and do that. They don't know half. Come close to me. Because I'll be questioned. This one is next to you and he doesn't know this. He's still doing this. I will cut you up before they question me like that. Then at least I'm saying this one can fix this one he cannot fix, but this is running like this, is doing this hizmat, which so many other people they're not doing. Okay, something. People are not looking with proper eyes. Use intelligence. Faith is intelligence. Tariqat is to use that intelligence. You're not intelligent. One stupid mistake that you do because you give the control to shaitan and your ego, and you crash, you spend years regretting, years. Don't be stupid. When all you had to do is just have a little bit of control, think a little bit more. We are not animals. May Allah forgive me and bless all of you, inshallah. May Allah raise the station of our Shaykh and our Grand Shaykh high. May we become better. May we become less stubborn. May Allah increase our knowledge about our own selves to become more sincere. May Allah get rid of our stubbornness and our arrogance. May Allah make us to have more love to this way in our guide, inshallah, and to each other. May Allah make us to remember those who have less than us. Make us to remember death. Make us to remember the hellfire. May Allah not make us to be in ghaflat. For the sake of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, for the sake of Sultan al-Awliya and SahibulSaif al-Fatiha. Amen. This much is enough. Assalamu alaikum.